Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Again? Really? Hey guys, and welcome to the next video. Today I'm going to be talking about your credit score. What it is, what affects it, and how you can take advantage of it, especially for getting a house. Well, first off, what is a credit score? In simplest terms, it's a grade that the bank gives you to determine your likelihood of paying back a loan. That's what a credit score is. It's a grade. Now, instead of a A through F like back in high school, you're going to have an 850 all the way down to a 300. And the higher that number is, the better off you are going to be. To compare it to the high school grade system, anything below a 570 is basically going to be an F. Banks aren't going to want to loan to you. Credit card companies aren't going to want to get you credit cards. Not many entities are going to want to give anyone with less than a 570 score credit. It's not good enough for them. They need better. 570 to 669 is going to be roughly a D on the grading scale. This is passing, but not very well. You're not going to get a scholarship to college or anything, you know what I'm saying? Then you have 670 to 739. That's going to be like a C. That's going to be about your average for most Americans. That's where they're going to be sitting, is going to be at that C range. And now, a C will get you by. It's not going to get you anything good, though. You're not going to get a great interest. You're not going to get a large loan or a large credit card. You're just going to get some standard stuff. Then you have the Bs. The Bs are going to be from between about a 740 all the way up to a 799. Bs are going to definitely be in a lot better position than Cs, Ds, or Fs. They're going to get better interest rates, higher loans, better payment options. They're just going to be more trusted by the banks. Therefore, the banks are going to give them more options. And then you have the A's. The A's are going to be a 800 all the way up to 850. This is going to be the highest grade that you can get. This is going to be the best grade to have when you go and negotiate with the bank for your loan. Typically, they're going to see a score like that, and you're not really going to have to negotiate. They'll just give you the best terms they can. But with the higher credit score, you can actually negotiate with banks, which is kind of fun. And just in case you had pen to paper and wanted to take note, again, below a 570 is a F. Again, no bueno. 570 up to 669 is a D, which isn't failing. 670 up to 739 is a C. C's do get degrees. However, your rates and your loan terms will probably not be the best. 740 all the way up to 799 is going to be a B, which is going to be very good. 800 all the way up to 850 is going to be your A grade, your top quality. That means you are going to get the best loan terms and interest rates. Just, let you know again in case you were taking notes. But, Sean, why is a credit score even important though? Like really, what does it do? Glad you asked. So, anything that has to do with getting a loan for anything, ever, in your entire life, is going to be based off your credit score. That and the deposit you can pay initially, but that's just money you can pay up front. Your credit score is going to be what is going to determine your interest rate, basically, and the amount of the loan that they will offer you, basically. That's how they're going to know how much money they can safely and responsibly give you, is the credit score. It shows responsibility, trustworthiness. That's what banks want. Now, you know what a credit score is. But how do you build it? How do you work on it? How do you make it better? Well, there's 5 key things to know about your credit score. 5! First contributing factor to your credit score is going to be the length of time you have had credit available. It's the time from when you started your buying process and they're checking now to the point when you first got a credit card. How responsible have you been since? How consistent in payments have you been since? These are some of the things that credit history tells. The second factor is the one that seems to be least talked about, and it's how much you use your credit lines, or rather how much of the credit line is being used. This is called a utilization rate. Now, it takes 2 things to get a utilization rate. How much credit line you have. So if you have a $3,000 credit card, your credit line is $3,000. That is how much credit the bank has given you to spend responsibly, and then what you've actually used. So if you have a $3,000 credit card and you've used $1,000 on it, you have used a third of your open credit. So that is your utilization rate, 33%. It shows responsibility and trustworthiness because they know that if they give you a $20,000 credit card, you're not going to go out and spend all 20,000 of it that same day. The best goal for a utilization rate is going to be 30%. In my example, I gave you a 33, which is very good, but below a 30% is going to be that A grade rating. Third thing, paying on time. Paying on time is huge because it just shows responsibility, guys. And it's the 21st century. Automatic payments are a thing. They're super easy to set up so that you don't even have to worry about them anymore. Bada boom, bada bing, everything's paid. It's awesome. Do it. Super simple, super easy. And then you have the final two things, which are more like polishing off your credit score, just kind of cleaning it up. The fourth thing is going to be the diversity of credit that you have available to you. So having a few different kinds of credit cards and a home loan and a mortgage loan are all going to be good things. It shows a diversity of responsibility. That's what the banks want to see. The fifth thing is going to be how often it's checked. Total inquiries. Now, what we were told isn't necessarily correct. Yes, you're going to get dinged if you have your credit score run and checked. But did you know that, say, if you went to 5 different dealerships all within a matter of 1 week and had your credit ran at each place, you'd assume that's 5 dings, right? That's only 1. It was in a short enough time frame that it was only counted as 1. Fun little fact, if you were searching for a car and went to 5 different dealerships and had your credit checked 5 different times, is that 5 dings on your credit report? No. So long as it's within a short time frame, I'd say at least 1 week to 2 weeks, you're going to be golden because it was all for the same purpose. And having these two things as polishers really can help top off your credit score to the best that it can be. And those are the biggest things that affect your credit score. Bonus! You can also get a card called a secured credit card. Basically, it's a prepaid credit card. You give them money and then you can use that money, but it builds your credit. What this means is you give them, say, $200 and then they give you a $200 credit card. Basically, just using your own money that you have already given them, but it's building your credit along the way. It's showing that trustworthiness. That's the whole point of them. And treat it like a debit card, guys. That's how people really mess this up, is they don't have the control in order to not spend that money they have available to them, even though it's not their money. Still treat it like it's your money. Be responsible and minimal with your credit cards. Don't use them a lot. Use them once or twice a month. Just show the bank that you're using them and paying them off. It's as simple as that. Responsibility is going to be key. You need to be able to make sure that you can hold yourself accountable. Because when it comes to fixing your credit score, you are the only one who can be held accountable for fixing it. You are the only one who can do anything about it. You have to make that step. It's all on you. And if you are not responsible enough to handle it, you will only put yourself in a worse position. That's about all I'm really qualified to give you help for. I am by no means a credit specialist, though that is a profession and I do highly recommend you go see one because they're the only people who can really give you personalized help. I can only give you general help. If you need personalized help, go see a credit specialist. And that's the video, guys. Hope you found this useful. If you had any questions or comments that you'd like to talk to me about, by all means, all of my contact information will be provided in the description. Give me a shout. I'm always available to help, and I like to think I know a thing or two. My next video is going to be on what to do when you're ready. After you've gotten your credit score set, after you've got your deposit set, after you've had your pre-approval. What to do next. Find out next time. See you later, guys. sky may be the limit, but space is the place to be.